In this video, I will be showing you how to build a set of stairs that I'm assuming is from Russia or that area. And it's a set of stairs that wouldn't be approved in the United States. I just don't see it happening. And depending upon how well the video does, I will be making other videos showing you how the handrails go together and other stairs that I've seen them build. And of course, how to build them a little better without spending any more money in some cases. So here are the measurements for a winder stairway coming to a point here, center point. And of course, what it would look like after it was built. And let's just go ahead. I'm just going to kind of whip around here to give you an idea. You know, sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and a video is going to be worth even more. So we are going to have a few posts, and these boards will be removed. These are just temporary braces to keep everything lined up and plumb while you're building the stairway. Now we do have 2 walls here, but since it's going to create a problem for us, we're going to remove it so that we can get a better view of the assembly. And even though I don't have the measurements, I'm going to make the stairway 30 inches wide, and I'm going to use 1.5 inch material for our stair treads and 1 inch material for our risers. And our post will be 4x4s, 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And if for some reason you need detailed measurements, let me know in the comment area. And the first thing I want to point out, if you notice the post set back a little bit, but yet all of them line up. The face of this post lines up with the face of this, and the face of this one lines up with the face of that one there. So you can kind of see here where everything's in a straight line, and everything's in a straight line this way. And everything's nice and straight here. And we have some notches in this one so that it'll help support the stair treads. And I'm guessing they're using some type of a pine material. And some of the materials look like they are glued together. And one of those materials will be the lower stair stringers. And the reason I brought the wall back in is because the post will fasten securely to the wall. So we're going to have 3 posts secured to the walls. This one here is going to be supported with the temporary bracing, and make sure that you install the braces out of the way of the other stair components. But if you don't know where they're going to go, don't worry about it. Put it wherever you want. Use some screws, and if you need to move them later, move them later. Next up, let's go ahead and install what I would refer to as our winder step supports. And all I did to figure out the length of this was just came right off of this, a plumb line straight up for both of them, even though that might not be how they figured it. And I'm not really worried about it because these risers right here don't line up perfectly with the risers in the video that I saw. And this would just be for the winder steps. So hopefully you have a nice view of it there. The next thing I want to do will be to install the lower stringers. And even though you could cut your own stringers, I'm just kind of basing it off of how they built it. And I'm guessing that they glued these 2 pieces together, just like they glued these 2 pieces here together. And as a matter of fact, they used adhesive to assemble almost every part of the stairway. For example, they put adhesive under the stringers, behind the stringers here up against the post, and on every riser and tread throughout the stairway. And you can see here where I'm lining the front of the stringers up with our layout marks, even though that might not be something that an architect or building designer might want. And don't forget, you can use these lines to line up the front of your treads or the front of the risers also. So again, we're lining ours up with the back of the risers. And let's go ahead and install our first riser. And I believe the guy was using some type of a finished nail gun to attach the risers. And he was using 4 nails per riser, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. And with the adhesive, I would think that would be just fine. And if you notice, I'm putting the tread on here and then the riser on top of the tread, because that's the way they did it. But we're still getting a nice support as the tread is going to sit on top of the riser here and here. Let's go ahead and keep working our way up. put the next riser on. If you notice, the riser lines up with our lines down here, and it looks like the tread had about a 1-inch overhang and lined up with the post over here. And since they just kind of made it work with the winder stairs, that's all I'm going to do also. So again, just kind of giving you another view here, and a view of our notches in the post that the tread will be sliding into to give it some more support. And again, I'll kind of give you some better ideas, or should I say just some more ideas. They might have a reason for doing this I'm not aware of. And if you know what that reason is, feel free to share it with us in the comment area. So the tread is going to slide into the notch here and then notch around this block and overhang past the riser 1 inch. And if you notice, the back of this here in a little bit is overhanging a little bit so that the riser can sit on top of it. A view of it underneath where the tread slides into the slot on the post and then sits on top of the riser here. Another view of it there, and then we'll put our next riser on. Now they had a square cut here because that's all you needed, and then they put a mitered cut here. But I didn't get the feeling that the front of this riser or the back of the riser was going to be parallel with the line below here. So that's why I didn't line my stuff up. They had theirs mitering into the front edge of the post like I had it here, and you'll see that the next riser does the same thing. And of course, the overhang I was telling you about, you could always cut yours a little shorter, I'm guessing. I don't like the fact that it's not supported here. The only support you have is the 1.5-inch thick tread. And I don't know if they went back and installed screws under the tread into the thicker riser to get a little more support, but that's what I would have done if I had a situation like this, or added some support there. Our next tread will slide into the slot on the post and then sit on top of everything around the perimeter there. And you can see that our winder stairway is starting to come together quite nicely. And then the tread will notch around this. You could always shape this here if you needed to, so that the connection over there would be a little bit better, where the riser connects to the winder support board here. And of course, I just shaped this around. I believe that's what they did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Then we'll put the riser on top, and this is going to be a little steeper angle here, but you can see where the front of the riser on the next riser is dying into the corner here, just like the one below. And even though I would like to see a support board here, again, they are not going to do that. And of course, this part will need to be mitered, unlike this one. Otherwise, you would have a big gap there. And don't forget, again, our 1-inch overhang for the tread. And that is it for the winder there. And I just kind of wanted to give you an idea where the front of this post right here is not at the corner here. Just going to kind of show you. Here's the corner. Let's go ahead and put that back. You can see where this isn't. Neither is the front of the post at that corner. So that's kind of what it gave me the idea that they weren't concerned about equal-sized steps. And again, if these are equal-sized steps, then I just couldn't see it in the framing design. Next up, let's go ahead and install our upper stringers. And they didn't use a ledger here. I usually attach the stringers to a ledger, and I usually have a little more overhang at the bottom here. Theirs looked like it was about a 1/2 inch. And if you just had a 1/2 inch and the stringers shrank a little bit or something shifted in this area, you could have a problem. But if all this is fastened enough to where there's not going to be a problem, then everything should work out fine. And if you were going to install a center stringer here, there really wouldn't be any structural support. The only support you would have would be an 1.5-inch thick tread. And if this was a wider stairway, that would be a problem. But again, all you would need to do would be to install a joist or a beam going from here to here so that the stringer did have some support. Take a look at it up here. And like I said, I like to have a ledger because that's how I've been doing things for years. But that doesn't mean these stairways in that country don't last for 100 years, because I'm not working in that country. And again, we have our 1-inch overhang on the treads, not on the risers. And I did see one of the stairways finished where they sanded everything and then used wood filler in here and then stained it. And I don't know if that would look that good. And of course, on the other side, no overhang because we're butting up against the wall, if you remember. Another view from the bottom and under here. And that is it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment area. And hopefully this will be the first video in a long series about stairs all around the world. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button or letting us know in the comment area.